Sup guys, Donkey here for another bathrobe talk, I guess. I don't even know if I have much to talk about this time. I think um, you might not realize it because I have a very free form of doing my videos, and you know, doesn't probably look like I'm going for anything specific, but I do plan this stuff out. Like everything I've done so far and will do has a very specific reasoning to it. I'm very strategic about my commentary, and if I'm doing vlogs or whatever I'm doing, there's a specific rhyme and reason to everything. And for this blog, I guess the rhyme and reason to it is that I guess now I'm just gonna let myself blab about whatever, because I think I've given myself a pretty good introduction. Y'all know pretty well about me at this point without knowing too much, because like I said before, I don't want trauma dump. I want to get super personal, because I don't think anyone's really benefiting from that. But I think you are benefiting, just, I don't know, having a little discussion. At least those of you who like blogs. I know it is an old school thing. I don't think there's a ton of people who watch stuff like this anymore. There are streams that are basically just big blogs that just chatting. That's essentially, I feel like, just a long form vlog, pretty much, that you can interact with because there's a chat there, obviously. But I don't know, I'm still doing pretty shitty. Oh, one thing, I think I finally quit smoking for good now, and that includes weed. Because I'd quit some cigarettes a while ago. And yeah, I thought that'd be good to say on my channel that I quit smoking overall. It seems like I have asthma, and I had a history of smoking, obviously, so even without the asthma, it's just not healthy. I'm 30 now. I think it's good to just stop everything, and weed specifically just wastes a lot of time anyway. If I had kept smoking weed like I was before, I wouldn't have been able to do a Let's Play or any vlogs, or at least if I did do vlogs, I'd be doing it high and it'd be shit, because, well, then there wouldn't be any rhyme or reason to it. I would just be high doing a random vlog, and I don't know, maybe that would have some appeal, but just not what I'm going for on this channel. Not what I want to do. Guess one thing I'd want to say that kind of is in line with that is that and also some other videos I made already, some shorts and stuff, so ethics is a very important thing that I feel isn't in most people's minds at all. And it causes a lot of problems. So for example, people like to just question values by default, specifically of young men, the most discriminated people. It's just assumed by default that our values are flawed. It's also assumed that our demographic is just whatever people want our demographic to be, I guess. Again, discrimination. And but inversely, these people's own values tend to be questionable at the very least. Any of you who have ever been in therapy probably know this exact thing here. Because, yeah, the main thing that's done in therapy is, they're not giving you help for what you actually need when you go there. They don't even tend to regard, your diagnosis from a psychiatrist. They don't overall, care what your actual issues are. All they care about is labeling you with whatever issues they feel like you have, which is based on their discrimination. And yeah, a large part of that is, it's assumed that the client's values are just wrong. And they don't even, ask you what your values are, even. It's just, if you're a mental health patient, your values are flawed, and, that is why you're there. That is your problem, according to the therapists. And that's, all they work to do, is, you'll continue to be going there for, complex PTSD, for example. I was going to therapy for that. Like, I needed therapy for the complex PTSD that I have. Did I get that? No. No. What I did get was a ton of discrimination, overall mistreatment, rights are violated left and right. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's therapy. So, honestly, I think a bigger part of my success story here, even more so than quitting smoking, is leaving therapy and not going back because, yeah, it just traumatizes people or re traumatizes. I used to joke, um, but I don't now because it's not really a joke. And I would say, oh, if you're not suicidal when you go to therapy, you're gonna be after working with these bitches. And like, that statement proved to be more and more true and therefore became less and less of a joke over time because like, yeah, people like the therapy is very coercive, it's very manipulative, very discriminatory, and those are all things that are known to make people more depressed and more anxious and more suicidal, assuming they were those things to begin with. But if they weren't, it's probably going to cause them to be depressed and anxious and suicidal because they're being abused. And that's another thing that like is technically political, I guess. And I don't really like getting into politics too much. That's not what I want to do on my channel. I'm gonna be more strict with that on streams when I start doing that because I think that's where it really matters. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming games, and it's like we need to keep the discussion about the game. You guys, I don't even want to hear about like other streamers really. I mean, I guess if you have like good and especially like relevant things to say about other people, it'd be fine. But I want to hear about like the douche tuber drama and whatnot. Like, I don't care, dude. I don't care. And with some of my personal vlogs, like, yeah, I'm gonna say what I want. Because this isn't a stream. Like, it's a different format thing. Vlogs are kind of cool for that, especially when you're someone like me, who, as you can imagine, with complex PTSD, tend to isolate just so I can avoid more stress and more trauma. That's another thing that's pathologized a lot. It's like, I don't know why people assume someone would do that, but it's like, I mean, yeah, if I have trauma from a lot of different things and things are continuing to traumatize me because I'm mistreated like everywhere I go, I'm probably going to want to avoid that. So I'm probably not going to go out much. Yeah, I'm petting my cat with my foot right now. She's so cute. Oh my god, she's little. Very small. I don't even know what else I wanted to say here. I guess not much. I did plan for this to be a little shorter than last ones, but I don't know. I guess I'll just put in some more positive stuff, like, let me think, how did I forget his name off the top of my head? You ever do that when, like, something's super obvious when you're talking about it is all of a sudden just, like, not in your head, but anytime you think of it, it's there? Oh, Nintendo Capri Sun. He's, like, easily one of, if not my biggest role models for, like, YouTubers. And, he started out similar to how I'm starting out now. In hindsight, he only really got into YouTube, like, when he was, like, 30. I think he started with vlogs. And then did the Let's Playing. Continued with some vlogs a bit, but mostly he's been a Let's Player. And he's just such a great guy. Like, so wholesome. So positive. Really kind of envy him for that, in fact, because, you know, I probably don't show it much in my videos and stuff, but, like, it's super hard for me to be positive most of the time. Like, it's just too much. I don't have a lot to be positive about. But I don't know. I guess it's just a matter of surrounding yourself with positive things so that you'll have more positive things to think about. Because, yeah, being in the Let's Playing community now is positive for me. That's giving me more stuff to think about that's positive. Making vlogs also, because, like, feel like this is basically just a better form of journaling. Because that's never really helped for me. Like, I don't even have the motivation to journal. But I do have the motivation to, like, sit here and vlog for some reason. Like, that just works better for me. It's like a video journal, pretty much. But for the archive on my channel, so that you can go back and watch this years down the line, and people are going to be like, oh shit, Donkeyboy actually had some shit to say. Yeah. Yeah, I sure did. But, I don't know. All y'all who quit smoking out there, that's some hard shit, isn't it? Yeah, tobacco's the hardest drug to quit, I think. As far as I know, cigarettes pretty much are like the hardest thing to quit. So, Nintendo Capri Sun definitely gets a thumbs up. I don't think I'm going back to cigarettes. For me, weed was harder, I think, to quit. But cigarettes are pretty hard. I'm just lucky I never got super big into the cigarettes because it would have been harder to quit, obviously. But, yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. I'm getting hungry, though. Wasn't feeling very good this morning. That's generally why I do the vlogs. It helps me just kind of relax and, like, get my thoughts out in a way that is logical, because if I don't do this, that tends to just bounce around in my head and make me stressed all day, and then I don't do anything the whole day other than being stressed, and it obviously negatively impacts me. But yeah, thanks for listening to those who actually still watch vlogs in the old YouTube style, if you care about that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'll still doing these vlogs. I don't know how many of the vlogs I'm gonna do. It's not gonna be my main thing, but I kind of like doing this. It's kind of cool. My bathrobe chats. I don't know, kind of funny, but anyway, yeah. See you guys around. Thanks for giving Donkeyboy some kind of community here to work with. Always appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next vlog, I guess. Bye bye.